Now, our guest this week started his on-screen career with Skins, and then I'm just going to go through a number of words here, Daniel. Doctor Who, Black Mirror, Black Panther, Widows, Nope, BAFTA, Oscar, Judas and the Black Messiah. Anything else you want to just chip in before we get to the clip from the movie?
No, yeah.
That'll do. It's Daniel Kaluuya. He's here. His directorial debut is The Kitchen, has just landed on Netflix. We'll talk with Daniel after you've heard this from the movie.
Anyway, this is Benji. Kid's nuts on the back, you know. Wheelies, all of that.
You saying better than me?
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Interrogatory.
Easy.
Question.
We can show them to the bedrooms and that.
Trying to get some yard food, I'm not gonna lie.
Saying yard food. What, the jerk hut?
Is that down here spot still?
So I'm trying to sit around for dead.
It's a clip from The Kitchen. Daniel Kaluuya is with us. So just before you explain what's going on in that clip, Daniel, you're a co-writer, you're a producer and a co-director on this movie, and which has been simmering away in your mind for how long?
Years, over 10 years, yeah. Yeah, we did the taster tape for it to get commissioned January 2014. That's when we shot it, so it's January 2024.
And did it take so long just because these things take a long time and you're very busy?
I think it takes a long time, but also there was a standard that we wanted, co-directed with Kermode Tavares. There was a standard that we wanted that we weren't there yet. Do you know what I mean? As filmmakers, as storytellers, and I think we hadn't got mined the actual heart of the story, and we kind of like floated around it. We had to be real with ourselves as artists in order to get to a more realised space.
And has the idea of The Kitchen changed in those 10 years, or has it stayed pretty much faithful to how you were?
When we did the taster tape, it was basically Reservoir Dogs at a barbershop.
I'll go and see that.
Yeah, that was why I thought. But and then it just that would be 20 minutes, the iteration that we had. So then it just grew, and then Kidbay, who has an architecture background, we wanted to build worlds, and we felt like at that time British cinema was about very minimalism. We wanted to do maximalism, something with scale. And I think the culture had to change and everything had to happen in order for this to be realised.
So what is The Kitchen?
Kitchen is this self-sufficient community, and everyone's been moved out in London, like all the social houses, and it's the last one standing. And basically, the government want to move them on, and they're saying no. Like, we're not moving. And it follows this guy called Izzy, who hates his community, who wants out, he wants to leave, but he hasn't got enough money to. He works in this funeral home where they turn bodies into trees. And it's set in a not near future. And he sees that his ex has died. And then he goes to his ex's funeral, he sees his ex as a son. And then the dates match, and then the journey starts from there with them.
And people listening to this will have just heard that clip. Can you explain a little bit about what we just listened to and how that fits with what your story is?
So Benji, who's the son that of his mum's died, and he goes back to his home, and basically no one's there. He hasn't got electricity, and he doesn't want to stay there. And he sees this man, Izzy, played by Kane Robinson, and he's like, I think I know him. I think he knows me, and I'm gonna go to him. And he goes to the kitchen. Izzy lives in the kitchen. Goes to the kitchen, doesn't find him, but finds these kids who are basically orphans too. And then they try to rob him. He says no. He resists, and then the leader of the crew, Staples, basically goes, "Oh, this guy has nothing to lose. He can tell that he has no one," and brings him in, and he lets him stay. And then you see that all this front that Benji's got, he's hurting inside, and he really misses his mum. And it's just whether Izzy and Benji are going to find each other after he lands in the kitchen.
So that self-sufficient community of the kitchen is kind of we're narrated through it by Lord Kitchener.
Yeah.
Tell me about Lord Kitchener, who he is, and what the role
He's
he
the king of
is.
Calypso, Lord Kitchener.
Yeah, it's inspired by it. It's like a nod to the Windrush generation, to be honest, and like who I feel the fathers and mothers of the Black British culture. And yeah, so he's played by Ian Wright, and he is
Ian Wright, the Arsenal
Ian. So his full name is
Have you
Ian
met-
Wright.
Have you met Simon?
Yeah, and then
Just got my Tottenham scarf.
Well done.
oh,
I know.
you guys doing all right.
We're doing all right.
Doing all right.
Doing all right, right,
Better
right.
than you. Yeah. Not as good as Arsenal, but anyway, cool. But
By 1 point.
yeah, I mean, yeah, always. And then
Can I just say, at that point, I was speaking to an Arsenal season ticket holder just last week who said, I wish your manager wasn't so likeable.
no, it's annoying. I saw an interview with him today. I was like, I could go on a tangent about Ange. He would talk about the trophy. Did you see that video of him?
Yeah,
the
it's very,
trophy. So I was
very
like,
funny.
he was-
Anyway,
he was
sorry,
on-
we're
I
off.
just want to be absolutely clear. I have never watched a football match in my entire life, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
But the thing is, Ian Wright, as the DJ,
Yeah,
he's fantastic.
great.
He is great, and it's basically a homage to pirate radio,
Mhm.
to be honest, and like how I felt like pirate radio really defined an area.
This is the movie.
The movie it defined an area. So Lord Kitchener is he's got a radio station called Kitchen Radio.
Yeah.
And it builds the myth of the kitchen. Like he's like running this radio station and he's playing the songs and he's injecting hope and positivity and love into the community. And yeah, he just kind of like says birthday shout outs and he's kind of like the voice of the community.
Thanks very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. While you're here, check out all the other videos because they're cool too, aren't they?
Yeah, and if you want to keep up to date with everything Kermode and Mayo's Take, then check out our social channels.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
I mean, I would. I have done.
Excellent.